So you got your fancy new gaming rig with a top-of-the-line GPU, you've got your gaming grade monitor, and hopefully you've got your copy of GTA 5. But what good is all this hardware if you can't figure out your in-game video settings? Don't fret, dear viewer, help is here. So who here with a show of hands can tell me what each and every one of the settings in the graphic option does? That's what I thought, about half and half. Well, we're here today to break down every graphic option so that you, the end user, will get the optimal setting to your liking. But fair warning, this is a lengthy glossary of terms, so maybe grab a snack and kick back and relax, or just grab a snack, eat it, and watch the video, or grab a snack and come right back. Screen resolutions. This should be a no-brainer. This is the screen size you want your game to be set at. Aspect ratio. This changes the proportional relationship of images' width and height. Anti-Aliasing. This reduces the jaggedness of things and makes it smoother. VSync. Basically matches your frames per second with your monitor's refresh rate and can reduce screen tearing. Population density. This setting will add more civilians to wherever you are if you turn up the setting to high. Not only does it increase the number of civilians, it also adds more vehicles on the road as well. Population variety. This can increase or decrease the chance of running into the same civilian or vehicle in the game world. Fun fact, this actually has no effect on performance, so feel free to turn it up. Distance scaling. This adjusts the level of detail that is rendered at any one time and adjusts the quality of distant details. Texture quality. Sets the clarity and quality of objects from flat to, well, textured. Shader quality. This affects the fidelity of lighting and lighting effects cast on surfaces. Shadow quality. That black void of light on the ground? Yeah, that's a shadow. Set this to see more accurate and defined shadows. Reflection quality. Adjust the detail accuracy and visibility of reflections on the ocean and on any damp or wet surface. Water quality. This can adjust the amount of water ripples, the reflection seen on the water surface, and water translucency. Particles quality. Turning this up will allow for things like explosions to increase in volume and in details. Grass quality. Any grassy areas or forests can significantly differ depending on grass quality. From just a few flattened blades of grass to full-on bushes and ferns, if you turn up grass quality, you can expect a performance hit on any tier of system that you might have. Soft shadows. This sets the sharpness of shadows. Post effects. Things like bloom, glare, lens flare, and other volumetric effects can be adjusted here. Motion blur. This allows for the game to have smoother transitions for moving objects so they don't seem staggered. This is more of a personal choice, and I would recommend you leaving it off. In-game depth of field effects. This will blur out background details like buildings and scenery when you do things like using a scope on a gun or getting into a vehicle. Anisotropic filtering. This sharpens distant textures and ones viewed at an angle. Ambient Occlusion. This adds contact shadows where two surfaces or objects meet and where an object blocks light from reaching another nearby game element. Basically more realistic shadows on things depending on the light source. With this option off, objects can appear to float on surfaces. Tessellation. Adds extra geometric details to objects, characters, and surfaces. Basically, I call it skinny tree versus fat tree. Long shadows. This will allow for more accurate shadows during dusk and dawn time settings in the game. It's a very subtle option to turn on. High resolution shadows. Increases the detail level of shadows. High detail streaming while flying. Basically the level of detail setting when you're up in the air. Extended distance scaling. It's basically an upgrade to distance scaling. It renders extra detail in distance scaling sphere of influence. Extended shadows distance. In addition to increasing the range at which shadows are rendered, extended shadow distance increases the detail level of shadows and adds additional shadows at all distances. Alright, that's pretty much it for this episode. Leave a comment down below. What is one graphic setting you can't live without? And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this from NCIX.